whatever may be your need. We are always with you in every situation. Enjoy banking services at your convenience with Mahabank's user-friendly digital platforms like internet banking, mobile banking, Bheem UPI, IMPS and many more. Your convenience is our priority. Your financial partner in digital era. Mahabank Digital Banking.
Bank of Maharashtra.
ये साइड से थोड़े छोटे कर दे जल्दी।
ये वाला सर?
क्या ये?
सर ये साइड से?
नहीं।
नोज पियर्सिंग यहाँ पे
परफेक्ट हो जाएगा मैम।
बिल्कुल दर्द नहीं होगा, पता भी नहीं चलेगा आपको।
कुछ ऐसा ही करते हैं आप अपने गियरलेस स्कूटर के साथ। गियरलेस स्कूटर में कोई भी 40 ऑयल नहीं, सिर्फ सर्वो स्कूटोमैटिक 4ST ही डालिए। इसके फ्रिक्शन मॉडिफायर्स इंजन की परफॉर्मेंस बढ़ाए और आपकी राइड स्मूदर बनाए। सर्वो स्कूटोमैटिक 4ST।
Today I am on 100 and tomorrow I start from 0. Taking to roads less traveled, I learned the game of patience. I stayed true to myself. I stay true to my style. I am Cheteshwar Pujara. My father is the one who introduced me to this great game of cricket. When I was 12, I played my first big game and I scored a triple hundred in that. And that is when I decided I wanted to become a cricketer. I broke into the under-19 Indian team and at the same time, I was glad to be supported by Indian Oil. People wanted to take photograph with me, they wanted to take an autograph. Overnight, my life just changed. I still remember the day when I first wore my Indian jersey. And when you are passionate about something, you will always start working towards it. So I'm really passionate about driving cars. I remember I went to Scotland from Leeds and I really enjoyed that drive. While my passion for the game makes me give my best day in and day out, I like giving my best to the things I'm passionate about, which is the best engine oil for my car, Servo Futura G+.
Should we begin, Preeta?
Yes.
Sir?
Sir, we can start?
Yes, please.
Respected Principal Dr. B.B. Sharma, sir. Respected Vice Principal, Dean of Humanities and Social Sciences and the convener of the conference, Professor Dr. Preeta Nilesh. Respected co-convener of the conference, Dr. Nilakshi Roy. Respected Organizing Secretary of the conference, Dr. Dinesh Kumar, and Joint Organizing Secretary, Ms. Vaishali Dhammapati. Dean of Commerce Faculty, C. Anil Naik. Science Faculty, Dr. Girish Kusarkar, and Dean of Research, Dr. Dinesh Kumar. Dean of HR, Dr. Ajit Kengar. Entire staff of Bazai College and dear participants of the conference. I, Dr. Neeta Mehta, welcome you all to valedictory session. As we come to the end of the two-day International VAPE Conference, it is time to review the proceedings that took place since yesterday. To start with, I invite Ms. Vaishali Dhammapati, Joint Organizing Secretary of the conference, to conduct feedback session.
Good evening, everybody. Madam, am I audible?
Good evening. You
Yes.
are.
Yes. Thank you. Good evening, respected principals. Good evening, all the deans of the faculties and also the conveners of the two-day international conference, organizing secretary Dinesh sir, and anchor colleagues and friends. Dear students, the two-day conference has fulfilled the various objectives set forth by the planners. The deliberations of stalwarts, the research presentations of teachers, research scholars, graduate and UG students have not only contributed to knowledge generation, but also induced inquisitive young minds to take up the research further in the areas which are not explored. As author Brian Herbert said, the capacity to learn is a gift, the ability to learn is a skill, the willingness to learn is a choice. Here at Vasai College, we strive to learn by undertaking various activities conference. We can and want to learn more and to strive for continuous improvement. This is possible only if we get valuable feedback from participants, which we would love to hear. I would like to invite Dr. Girish Kusalkar, Dean Science Faculty, Vasai College Autonomous. Sir.
Connectivity.
Kusalkar, sir, we would like to hear from you.
I think his frame is frozen.
I'm talking to him, just 1 minute.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But we can't see you.
We'd like to see you also.
Yes.
Because my camera is creating some
Able to
problem.
unmute his video.
I will just try, sir. Just a minute, sir. So I will not take much time because there is some net issue, bandwidth issue is there. So I just like to give the validity address.
But Girish, I think because you are logged on from two devices, there's an echo.
Oh, yeah. So I put off one device. Yeah. Honorable Founder Trustee, Mr. Ramesh Vasai, Trustee Mrs. Jyoti Bhadkamkar, Secretary and ex-principal of Vasai College, Dr. M.R. Kurup, Mr. Gaurav Sathe, Principal Dr. B.B. Sharma, Vice Principal, Dean of Humanities and Convener of International Conference, Professor Dr. Preeta Nilesh, CA Anil Naik, Dean of Commerce, HR, Dean of HR Dr. Ajit Kengar, Vaishali Madam, and all participant, teaching, non-teaching staff, and my dear students. It gives me a great pleasure to take a general review of the 2 days international conference on the pandemic turn, challenges, directions, and innovations in the new order organized by Vasai College. Basically, it was a transdisciplinary conference whose main aim was to bring perspective and research papers from renowned academicians and scholars from different centers of learning. It also aimed to provide students a platform to articulate research thinking in the form of paper presentation competition and e-poster presentation competition. Initially, it was believed that the conference was for arts section people, and it was on humanities. But the misconception was cleared by the convener, Professor Dr. Preeta Nilesh, by interacting with the science students and teachers. This led to the increase in participants of the science students, where around 25 abstracts were submitted for poster presentation and a few papers from science teacher. The number of papers and posters slowly increased, and as specified by Dr. Preeta Nilesh, it approached a figure of around 400. I highly appreciate the science students and the teachers for the active participation in the conference. The conference started with the inaugural function held on 25th February, where the eminent speakers Dr. Scott Slovic, Professor, University of Idaho, USA, and Dr. Suresh Chandran, Clinical Professor of Management, Drexel University, USA. Dr. Scott gave valuable insights on pandemic situation in USA, while Dr. Chandran correlated the pandemic with the climatic change. The inaugural session was followed by the poster presentations of students and teachers. It was an excellent piece of management by the organizing committee. There were 16 parallel sessions organized and all were completed at scheduled time without any network disturbance. The students found the presentation very useful as the science student got an opportunity to interact with the student from humanities. Teachers' presentations reflected the impact of COVID-19 in various fields such as domestic workers, unskilled laborers, marginalized and vulnerable population in India, etc. Today's day was a special day as Dr. Martin Beck, Senior Advisor, Danish Academy of Technical Sciences, delivered an excellent lecture on pandemic and sustainability, Denmark's international partnership in India and China. Our students asked him very good question, which he highly appreciated. Finally, an hour before, there was a panel discussion organized under the leadership of Dr. Preeta Nilesh and Dr. Nilakshi Roy with various personalities from different fields such as catering, real industry, film industry, NGO, etc. They interacted with the various eminent personalities such as Rupa Nabar, Hitesh Thakkar, Kalyani Subramaniam, Sridhar Rangan, and Prashant Warrior. Last but not the least, the success of this conference can be attributed to the cooperation rendered by all the teachers from Vasai College, the non-teaching staff, and of course, all the student participants in the conference. Special thanks to Dr. Nilakshi Roy, Dr. Nita Mehta, Dr. Dinesh Kumar, Dr. Sham Chetani, and Ms. Vaishali, as well as to students, Ms. Deepa Shirsat, Madhura Todewale, Ms. Vishakha Patil, Harshana Nikam, and Ms. Ashwati. So it was a great indeed 2 days conference which shared a great knowledge of pandemic. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your encouraging words. Now I would like to call upon Ms. Kavita Sarvesh to give the feedback. Kavita, madam.
You're on mute.
Thank you so much for reminding me. And I really, from the bottom of my heart, I would like to thank Vasai College for organizing such a wonderful conference. Pandemic, no doubt, is a very, very important topic and the most currently talked about topic everywhere and in all spheres of life at the moment. But converting it, taking it as a theme for a conference is really amazing, touching upon different areas, right from teachers and students, and of course, the eminent speakers from different fields. That was an enriching experience. And on behalf of the presenters and attendees, I would really like to thank the college and the organizing committee for this wonderful conference. And the feedback that I would like to give to this organizing committee is definitely we look in for more of such conferences where we have the opportunity to present more and more on different topics. And we are there for your supporting you. And that's all from my side. Thank you so much, organizing committee.
Thank you, madam. Now I would like to call upon Ms. Latika Suryavamshi, independent research scholar.
Part of the conference and for giving me this opportunity to provide feedback. The college had the very tough task of organizing and coordinating this workshop over the internet while also, of course, struggling with the pandemic itself. In our paper, we've mentioned this one statement that we had no user's manual throughout the pandemic. And I really appreciate the college for providing this user's manual, but not only just in one section, but in all sections throughout psychology, sociology, economics, politics, and all other domains. Dr. B.V. Sharma and Dr. Preeta Nalesh, Vice Principal Ma'am, also provided key guidance, highlighting the essence of the conference and during the concept note and providing structure for the sessions. Dr. Preeta Nalesh entered our session and she reminded us to continue working on our research skills and inculcate the feedback that was offered by Dr. Sujata, who was the chair of our session. Dr. Sujata, who did a phenomenal job and justice to summarize the gamut of papers that were presented in our session, and she provided very constructive feedback to all the participants who went back with questions and with also a new perspective of looking at their own research papers. Ms. Vaishali ma'am, who was also the vice chair, she was very good at keeping time and also helping us throughout all the other technical glitches that we experienced on the participants' end. And also she stayed through us throughout and provided us emotional support. And as mentioned by Ms. Kavita just earlier, we look forward to attending more such sessions and continue learning with the college and building this user's manual of how to cope with the pandemic. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Latika. That was wonderful. Now, next up is undergraduate student, Renuka.
Good evening. This is Renuka Ramachandran. I'm a third year economics student. I gather it won't be an overstatement if we say that this would be one of the longest strings of competitive presentations in the history of seminars. I mean, what a marathon. And each one of them was worth the while. So on behalf of VG Vasai College, I'd like to thank him, congratulate each and every individual and team who enriched us by sharing their perspectives and taking the time to demystify the impact of a historic pandemic that refuses to ease its grip on our collective experience and destiny. The sessions have been very educative on how the pandemic has impacted most walks of life, right? So it's changed the way people meet and greet. IT has brought in a digital fast forward in education and healthcare. We've seen few age-old branches of medicine like Ayurveda gain a fresh look. Investment decisions and money flows have seen erratic movements in the last 1 year. We're seeing global supply chains get disrupted, and industry segments like travel, hospitality, and entertainment have had a remember me not year. So the presentations have infused immense insights in us, and I think it would be correct to state that this new learning will make us more responsible as to how we respond to the pandemic and steadfastly continue our fight to overcome its adverse impact. And we've also collected various insights from the plenary speakers and the panel discussion, which I think gave us a comparative perspective of global experiences, be it with reference to climatic challenges, geopolitical standings, upcoming sectoral innovations, and emerging trends. So I'd also like to thank the indefatigable efforts of our professors, who've been a constant source of support and guidance to the students participating in the event. I mean, it's a remarkable endeavor to crystallize the COVID-19 learnings into key impact areas and measure its influence on the way the future will pan out. And I'd also like to appreciate the efforts of the organizers, including the IT team and the support staff who've made this virtual achievement a possibility. I mean, let alone conquering a new medium, they've also built scale into it, which is commendable. So thank you for providing us a platform to hone our research and presentation skills while benefiting from multidisciplinary exposure. So thank you so much.
It was wonderful, Renuka. Thank you. Now, next is our enthusiastic Charwak.
Respected Principal, Dr. B.B. Sharma, sir. Respected Vice Principal and Convener of the conference, Dr. Preeta ma'am. Dean and heads of all the faculties, teachers, and our today's audience. Hello, I am Charwak Naik and I am a SYBA student. I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to VG Vasai College for providing me such a wonderful platform to present my research work. Not many people are fortunate enough to have an opportunity to present their first ever research in an international conference. I feel really privileged to have availed this opportunity. This conference has given a total new dimension to my exposure level. Getting such a professional exposure at a very young age was a huge benefit for me. This encouragement to student research work thoroughly reflects the long-term vision of the Vasai College. I had a really great experience while working on this research. Fitting the huge volume of data in a 10-slide PPT and a 3,000-word research paper was a challenge which I relished to overcome. The inauguration of the program was really wonderful. Listening to thoughts of eminent people throughout the conference was a huge learning curve for me. Keynote speaker Dr. Slovich, plenary speakers for both the days, Dr. Suresh Chandran and Dr. Martin Beck, gave us really significant insights into some very important aspects of the pandemic as well as our life. It was truly a wonderful experience to attend talks given by such eminent people in their respective fields. I'm still not out of the hangover of the superb panel discussion which we have just finished. In such a short time, they have certainly broadened our perspective towards the pandemic and the learnings from the pandemic. And finally, it was a humongous effort on the part of the Vasai College. Organizing a research conference of this magnitude on online platforms must have been a very difficult task. I saw some teachers were at the college, some were at their homes, and all of them were working in perfect coordination. I would really love to thank the Vasai College and the conference organizing committee for giving us such a wholesome and enriching experience. I'm sure this conference will have a long-term positive impact on many young minds. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Charvak, and thank you all who provided such a nice and wonderful feedback. This will go a long way in making us our all endeavors as beautiful as this one. Thank you very much. Over to you, Neeta, madam.
Neeta, you are on mute.
May I invite Professor Dr. Preeta Nilesh, convener of the conference, to share her views, her observations for the last 2 days.
Thank you, Neeta. Good evening, everyone. So when this conference was thought about and being planned, I remember Dr. Dinesh Kumar and I were in the conference room, and we were actually counting and telling every member of the arts faculty to tell us how many participants they can garner. We were not sure, how far this would go. And some said 2, some said 5. And then, the challenge was, will we even reach 50? I remember this, and then we planned over lunch. So we had a lunch session in the conference room during the pandemic, wearing masks, maintaining social distancing, yet eating and discussing. And then we realized that yes, between us, we will definitely be able to manage about 50 to 100. However, if you look at it now, we have really traveled a very long way from that day and from that number. So having managed an approximate 350 odd papers, I think we have really done very well for ourselves. As we come to the close of this international conference, I must place on record that this conference would not have happened but for the selfless involvement of some persons whom I have to acknowledge. Because if I don't do this, I know there is a vote of thanks. I know that Dr. Shyam Choitani will do a wonderful job in mentioning all the relevant names. However, at the cost of being repetitive, I must, because otherwise I won't be able to sleep tonight. Neeta Mehta, whom I have woken up in the middle of the night when I was hassled about some things, only to realize that she was also awake, thinking perhaps of the same something similar. Neeta and the program team are the ones who got this entire 350 papers that we had, the abstracts that we had, putting them into thematic sessions. And I think we need to give this program team a very big round of applause. We can only do this now, but actions speak better than words. So here we go. Wow. Nilakshi and Dinesh for being part of the initial brainstorming as we were trying to close into the title. Dinesh for patiently studying, amending, and putting together the book of abstracts. I know that was a stupendous job. And as he was telling us, some of the abstracts he had to, really work on to, get them into a proper formative readable, because many are students, many are new researchers. So that had to be done. And I think he did it with a lot of dignity. Thank you, Ashwati, for designing the brochure, designing the book of abstracts, designing the banner, designing the standee. What would we do without you? You are a little thing, and you just move around without any noise, without any sound. But then you are the one who just kept this whole thing going. Thank you very much. Manoj Mahajan, not being from the humanities section, for getting the book of abstracts printed, bound, packed, keeping it on the table for the release. Manoj also for getting the banner printed, putting it up, doing the writing on the board. I think, Manoj, what would we really have done without you? Thank you so very much. A very big thank you to Shruti Kakodkar for her great ideas, especially assisting us in the judging criteria for the project presentations. Shruti and Vishakha for putting together the videos for the sponsors, getting people to stand in front of the banner, shooting them and coordinating. Anil Naik for coordinating with all the sponsors, because finance is a language that many of us don't understand. And the way Anil Naik understands it, I don't think many of us could, really put it together that way. So thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Balse, for ensuring that everybody pays and presents when they have paid. Thank you. Ashwati, Harshana, Pranali Salanke, Neha Satolia, Vishakha Patil, whom I have asked very, very foolish tech questions. And without telling me that they were foolish, they answered me patiently as if the question was among the smartest ones ever asked. Thank you for that. Shilpa, Sham, Vaishali, who have always been a very, very integral part of the core organizing committee and doing everything possible to ensure that we have a glitch-free conference today. Thank you very, very much. Kiran Kharat and Ambada Shinge for very pertinent ideas towards financial assistance. Really, thank you. Meera Surve for helping to liaison with the Khemkas and with the inner wheel of Mulund. We got some money. Thank you very much, Meera. I would also like to thank the members of the management for being with us yesterday and supporting all our ideas. Vice Principal C.A. Joshi for being there for us always. Principal Dr. Sharma, I have to say this, for whom there is a solution for every problem. Thank you, sir, for dismissing most of what I saw as problems and suggesting to me solutions for the real problems. Thank you, sir. If it hadn't been for your patience and for that cool look that you have and the answers that you give so very patiently, I don't know how I would have been able to, keep this group going, because many of us were really falling apart at many stages during this journey. Closer home. While many times things are taken for granted, Nilesh did give me the right contacts with Indian Oil. And also, I must thank him for putting up with Maggie, the noodles, for the last 2 days. And as a last word, this conference was conceived as a retirement gift for Nilakshi. And we in the Department of Humanities and Social Sciences dedicate this conference to her. Thank you very much, Nilakshi, for always being there for us, ever so patient, ever smiling. Thank you, great going. And if I have missed out anybody else, it is Sham's duty. Thank you, Neeta.
Neeta, will you allow me to open my mouth for a minute? Last time that I will be speaking to you officially. Yeah?
We can't hear you.
Very briefly, thank you so much, everyone, for giving me this lovely retirement gift. No one in this college has got this as a gift. And I take it as one of my very deeply felt joys. I also want to put it on record that you have all put up with me and my recent suffering. I think as co-convener of a COVID conference, I have lived the COVID. Right now, I am still in quarantine. I have been hospitalized. I have come back home and I could conduct your panel and I could be a part of this. I think all the combined synergies and wishes of all of you have accompanied me everywhere. Thank you so much for this wonderful retirement gift. Thank you. I'll never ever forget. I think none of you will forget it either. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Preeta, and thank you, Nilakshi, our convener and co-conveners who have guided us throughout this entire journey. Thank you so much. May I now call upon Dinesh Kumar, Dean, Research and Organizing Secretary of the conference, to deliver valedictory address. Dr. Dinesh Kumar.
Thank you, Dr. Neeta Mehta. It's always very difficult to begin a valedictory address, particularly so when one is both an insider and an outsider. I'm an insider because I was a privy and a part of the organizing committee, but today's duty for which I'm called upon is that of partly an outsider because I have to deliver a valedictory address. We've had a few very interesting talks. In most of them, a point evolved that talks, discourses, and even culinary skills can act as vaccine for COVID-19. But I'm not sure about the role of what I'm going to do right now, whether ever a valedictory address has been to that effect, whether it had ever acted as a vaccine or to any extent a relief to human plight. But nonetheless, I'll make an effort to put a few stray ideas together and in a way sum up the intellectual part of the discourse that we have been building up for the last 2 days. I feel both honored and fortunate to deliver this special valedictory address. Not many people will get a chance to deliver a valedictory address at one's own institution. So I feel that I'm very special in this regard. Honored indeed am I to have been chosen to make a few closing remarks on an international web conference that was enriched with discourses delivered by illustrious scholars such as Professor Scott Slovic, Dr. Suresh Chandran, Dr. Martin Beck, to name a few. And I'm sure what I say will definitely get eclipsed by the intellectual brilliance and the verbal finesse that these people mobilized. I'm also fortunate to have been a part of this conference, which have been made worthwhile with nearly 100 research papers read by teachers, research supervisors, and scholars, and with an astronomical number of nearly 170 papers and posters presented by both the undergraduate and postgraduate learners from various colleges and universities. I'm particularly fortunate, the second part of that. I'm honored, but I'm also fortunate. I'm particularly fortunate to have outlived so far the COVID-19 pandemic and to have heard and to be a privy to many narratives of this catastrophic microbial event. Indeed, this web conference has been a big success in signposting the pandemic turn in academic disciplines across many domains. It has also generated a robust cultural record of the scholars' continuous engagement with various aspects of the pandemic. A few foundational discourses on microbial humanities, pandemic-informed medical humanities, fear perception in a microbially rich terrain, human rights concerns of infected and vulnerable bodies, realigned human-animal relations, virus-ridden biosphere, heightened environmental awareness, labor migration and the resultant human geography, infodemic of the digital space, and the challenges in healthcare and immunology sectors were unpacked very effectively in this unique academic summit. Incidentally, the word turn is used frequently in academic discourses to indicate paradigm shifts or tectonic movements and revolutionary initiatives, particularly in humanities and social sciences. It has been used to mark a significant and path-breaking change. Consequently, academia has been speaking about, in the wake of the pandemic, the academia has been speaking about the gender turn the corporeal turn, the spatial turn, the postmodern term, and so on, to suggest a few lenses, methods, and tools that have enriched humanities and social science research. This web conference has indeed shown evidence for many academic disciplines turning corners. Informed by the pandemic, its consequences, and the vision of the new normal. Though we are not out of the woods yet, an optimism tempered by the antiviral shield of vaccines and low mortality rate has been projected in the conference very, very clearly. Though some amount of optimism is warranted, the caveat that communities must remain vigilant to keep at bay a more virulent coronavirus variant too is not out of place. Particular areas that need greater attention in the days of the new normal are also the matters of concern for social sciences and humanities. The behavioral psychology around people's willingness to embrace risk and vaccine denial phenomenon is indeed something that needs attention. Research conducted from a social science and humanities perspective, directed primarily towards domains such as vaccination, immunology, genomics, and so on, are as important as the scientific endeavors. Teasing this out further, one might state that some of the key drivers of the present emergent zoonosis are behavioral, while some are economic, sociological, and some are like the illegal trade of rare animal species. It won't be an outstretch to say that social commerce is another emerging area of interdisciplinary study in the backdrop of the pandemic. It entails an amalgamation of the use of social media and e-commerce, and it is set to redefine India's e-commerce ecosystem. Major social commerce players such as Meesho, Shop 101, and Bulbul have substantial customer base from the hinterland of India, apart from the booming metropolitan business that they can boast about. Viral surveillance in governing social isolation is yet another domain of interest and debate. Unabated are the fears of surveillance creep, where techno-totalitarian states would keep powers and techniques to monitor people indefinitely. Virology discourses support the arrest of those who break the lockdown and justify stricter surveillance of urban flows. Technologies might mitigate the spread of the virus, but there needs to be more transparency and accountability around their implementation, use, and ramifications. Promises of techno solutions to the pandemic must be balanced with public awareness about their accuracy, biases, and limits. Disability studies and critical disability studies have brought to the fore how certain bodies have been considered expendable during the pandemic, showing how ableism, which is one of the prejudices, as a prejudice has been conspicuous during the crisis and lockdown. Animal studies and critical animal studies have asked a question or two about speciesism and the anthropocentric negligence of animal rights during the pandemic. COVID-19, I'm convinced, has made us aware of the need to rethink limitations of academic disciplines and their finite resources. From urban planning to international trade, from literature to cinema, from migration studies to identity studies, and from trauma studies to resilience studies, many research initiatives will perhaps look apprehensively towards the future. The pandemic turned as we legitimize and put in circulation this coinage, and I'm partly guilty of doing that, as we legitimize and put in circulation this coinage through this international conference, as I visualize, we'll see initiatives in a number of domains, such as microbial humanities, viral geopolitics, precarity studies, corporeal studies, identity studies, migration studies, viral diplomacy, green diplomacy, zoonotic studies, vaccine politics, infodemic studies, dire aesthetics, online pedagogy, trauma studies, resilience studies, and memorial studies, to name just a few, which I visualize will spring out of this endeavor of ours. To conclude, I would draw a statement from a great environmentalist and physicist, Vandana Shiva, who in a talk during the early days of the lockdown had said, human behavior is the best antidote to the COVID-19 crisis. This statement emphasizes the point that humanities and social sciences should handhold all research endeavors in finding a solution for the pandemic. After 2 days of robust deliberations, 1 keynote address, 2 plenary sessions, 1 panel discussion, and 35 paper presentation sessions, we can surely say that we have successfully operationalized and theorized the pandemic turn. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Dinesh Kumar. Our greatest support in any endeavor that we conceive and execute is our principal, Dr. B.B. Sharma. May I now call upon Dr. Sharma, sir, principal, to present his views and experiences. Dr. Sharma.
Thank you, Dr. Neeta. All dignitaries and the delegates, I would like to put on record that a very successful web conference has been conducted. Conferences are great learning. They are like brainstorming. And when a large number of students participate in it, I think that's the greatest success of a conference. You may not believe, whenever we go for the NAC inspection and it is presented to us that so many conferences were held, and we ask them that how many were for the students, and generally the answer is that mostly the conferences were conducted for the teachers. No doubt, every teacher learning, it is more than 1,000 students learning, but whenever students are participating, I think that's the real success of the conference. I congratulate and thank the convener, Professor Preeta Nilesh, co-convener, Dr. Nilakshi Roy, and organizing secretary, Dr. Dinesh Kumar, and the whole organizing committee. A record number of 400 papers presented in 2 days, lectures of eminent personalities from different countries, and a participant of 83 years of age, I think tells about the success of the conference. 30 parallel sessions, or I think, as I heard just now, it was 35, going on at the same time is a marvelous achievement by itself. The feedback has proven it. It shows great planning, hard work put in. Had it been a regular college going on, a holiday would have been announced for tomorrow. In the new pandemic turn, I may announce that tomorrow, 27th, the Saturday, there will be no lectures for arts section. all can relax, evaluate, and prepare notes on 2 days conference. Okay, so well, a job is also given. I'm sure all those who have attended this conference must have benefited a lot from it, as it covered not only one aspect, but various different aspects beyond imagination of an individual. I will really appreciate and say that we should really have such conferences in our college, even if it is by the different faculties. Finally, it has been always a multidisciplinary aspect taken up. So I would say, even if it goes to another faculty next year, it would be really good and appreciable. But this does not mean that the humanities cannot conduct it next year. Even humanities can conduct it. This was an international conference. Next year, it can be at national level or state level. It was so well conducted, so I think you should continue with it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sharma sir. Last, but the most important part of any endeavor that we take up is the expression of gratitude. We have here Dr. Shyam Chautani, head of the BMM department, to offer our sincere, heartfelt thanks to all those whose contribution made this conference possible and successful. Dr. Shyam.
To sound a little anticlimactic after the head of the institution has shared his nuggets of wisdom, I would say, pun intended, very much. The entire organizing committee of this conference has raised the bar so high that all of us are high on its success. And as they say, strange are the ways of gods. So the first and foremost gratitude and thanks goes to the existence and the providence for blessing us with the intelligence and wisdom to conceptualize this conference and to bring it to fruition. After that, I would like to express our sincere gratitude to the entire organizing committee, beginning with the patrons, Sri Ramesh Vaze, the founder trustee of this institution, Mrs. Jyoti Bhatkamkar, trustee, Dr. M.R. Kuru, the secretary of the Kilkar Education Trust, Mr. Gaurav Sathe, member of the college executive committee, our wonderful principal, Dr. Bharat Bhushan Sharma, and the sponsors of this event, without whom it wouldn't have been possible, Indian Oil Corporation, members of the Khemka family, Mr. A.S. Khemka, Mrs. Nirmala Khemka, Mr. Ashwin Khemka, and Bank of Maharashtra, and also Inner Wheel Club of Bulund. After that comes the conference steering committee and the advisors, the convener of the conference, the ever dynamic and always thinking on her toes, our very own Professor Dr. Preeta Nilesh, the Vice Principal of the Institute, and also the Dean of Humanities and Social Sciences. The co-convener of the conference, Dr. Nilakshi Roy, the Head of Department of English, who has just been given this conference as a gift for retirement. The Organizing Secretary, Dr. Dinesh Kumar, the Dean of Research, and the Joint Organizing Secretary, Ms. Vaishali Dhammapati, the Head of Department of Economics. The Program Chair, Dr. Neeta Mehta, the IQAC Coordinator, and also the Head of Department of Psychology, and me being the other half of the Program Chair team. The advisors, CA Vidyadhar Joshi, the Vice Principal of Junior College, CA Anil Naik, the Dean of Commerce and the Head of Department of Accountancy, Dr. Girish Pusalkar, the Dean of Science and Head Department of Chemistry, and Dr. Ajit Kengar, Dean of HR. Conference committee continues with different chairs, different sub-teams, subcommittees. Finance chairs, Dr. Satwant Balse and CA Anil Naik, acting in the special advisory capacity, even though he is from the Commerce faculty. Conference funding chair, Dr. Kiran Kharath and Ms. Vishakha Patil. Publicity chair, Ms. Ashwati Anil Kumar and Ms. Harshana Nikam, whose contribution has already been highlighted by Preeta ma'am. Special Sessions Chair, Ms. Shilpa Suryavanshi, whose enthusiasm and timely presence in different venues was very helpful. Research Scholars and Paper Presentations Section, Ms. Rita Kamble. Students Paper Presentations, Ms. Deepa Shirsat. Students Poster Presentation, Ms. Madhura Todewale. Teachers Poster Presentation, Ms. Vishakha Patil. Coordinating for website posts, Ms. Sneha Ramachandran and the librarian, Mr. Paritosh Pawar. Online platform management by Ms. Pranali Salanke. And liaisoning with university officials, Mr. Arvind Jadhav from the Department of Marathi. Organizing Committee, Humanities and Social Sciences team, Dr. Archana Dubey, Ms. Sundari Johnson, Dr. Lakshmi Periaswamy, Ms. Tanvi Joshi, Ms. Nikita Vichare, and Dr. Manoj Mahajan for printing and publication of the compilation of abstracts. The organizing team continues. Please bear with me. Every single person who made this conference a success needs to be thanked. They deserve it. Ms. Chitra Subramaniam, Dr. Adhir Ambavane, Dr. Paresh More, Dr. Ashok Avle, Dr. Suresh Shenge, Ms. Seema Pawar, Dr. Dipali Karkanis, Dr. Shruti Kakodkar, Ms. Aarti Shah, Ms. Sunanda Pandita, Dr. Tanuja Tirodkar, Ms. Lavleen Kaur Narang, Ms. Khalida Sheikh, Dr. Amit Breed, Ms. Niti Shirke, Mr. Rajesh Mane, Ms. Anuya Sane, Mr. Manoj Sangare, Mr. Aditya Davne, and Mr. Ambadas Shinge, Ms. Neha Satolia, Ms. Reena Pillai, Ms. Amruta Khanolkar, Ms. Arpita Joshi, Dr. Preeta Achari, Ms. Veena Menon, Mr. Rohit Upadhyay, Ms. Monica Saroha, Mr. Kishore Gavde, Mr. Tushar Bhuwad, Dr. Supriya Thale, Mr. Jatin Beti, Ms. Shilpa Palande, Ms. Swapna Jagtap, Ms. Mayura Ranade, Ms. Anita Yakalli, Ms. Khurshid Sheikh, and also Ms. Tejasvi Patil from the IQAC for her untiring efforts, Mr. Sham Angre for his arrangements in the auditorium, and Mr. Sandeep Mahakal for looking after the sound system for the offline inaugural event in the auditorium. All the chairpersons and co-chairs of all the sessions, all the plenary and keynote speakers, the student photographers without whom we wouldn't have pictographic memories of the offline, Omkar Bhivapurkar, Tejpreet Kaur, Bhavesh Sonar, and two special thanks to people who would have been extremely instrumental and we would have been in real trouble, Mithil Panse and Nidhi Khanna for being our backup plans for YouTube live streaming. Thank you so much. Signing off. Thank you so much.